Like you had a little slip at the 200 back, did you?
Yep.
And you still finished second. I mean, that's amazing. You told me this summer that you wanted to focus more on the freestyle, and now you're swimming the 200 back. And I suppose anything else, or was that it?
I was actually going to try to swim the 400 freestyle tonight, but there wasn't a spot open in that event. I went 3:36 in Berlin, so who knows? I mean, who knows what I would have gone this time around, but I think I would have been in the mix. I'm entered, as far as I'm aware, in the 200 freestyle for tomorrow and the 200 butterfly. So
after Worlds, you were a little so-so with your performance, and it's now like half a year later. How you feel now?
I feel really good in the water. Obviously I'm disappointed with what happened in the start, and I'm even more disappointed that, and I don't know if this was a conscious decision by the governing body or not, but the sticker that slipped up my start is interestingly enough in the U.S. lanes only and not in the European lanes. So I voiced my concern about that, and hopefully they'll be changing that for tomorrow.
They did change it.
Yeah, they changed it for the
before
relays.
The
yes,
yeah.
So that was a good thing. But to have that happen and still have a decent race, and even though I lost, I'm happy that it was at least to a U.S. swimmer, and having a strong performance like that after the start is encouraging. I felt great in the water. I haven't felt that good, especially in warm-up or in the middle of the race since London, so that was very encouraging, and we'll see what happens with the two races I have tomorrow.
Yeah. How do you personally would sum up your year 2013?
Rough. I toyed back and forth with the idea of retiring this last year, simply because it was hard for me to go from London and that extreme high that you get with being an Olympic gold medalist to just being back to the daily grind of things. But I told myself that at Worlds in Barcelona that I would focus more on enjoying what I was doing and where I was and who I was with, and in that I was successful, and it's really helped my training post Barcelona. I took a little bit of time off, nothing serious, but the last month or so has been really, really encouraging in training, and I think that swim, even though I got second, really showcased that. And I think if I had the opportunity to swim the 4 free, I think I would have done well there too. And luckily I have 2 more opportunities to swim tomorrow, and work on my freestyle a little bit, like I said, and see what happens in the 2 fly.
You said you've been trying out some new events. Was that part of learning to enjoy the sport a little bit more post Olympics, or was that just you wanted to try something out?
It wasn't a conscious decision, but I could see how that could probably help. It's kind of getting out of going to a meet and doing the same old again. So I could agree with that, but no, it wasn't a conscious decision.
In London, the men's team really skewed towards an older group, a lot of pros. Here, you guys obviously have a lot of young talent. How does a team like this differ at an international competition from the one in London?
I mean, for me, I'm still, I would say I'm still one of the younger guys on the team, and it's strange because a lot of the guys that are younger than me are looking up to me, and that's not a position that I've been in before. But at the same time, it's pretty cool to be able to sense when some of those guys are getting a little nervous, and all it takes is a couple of encouraging words to help settle their nerves, and that's nice. But I think today was a little bit of a punch in the jaw to Team USA as a whole, but I think that a couple of our guys got an interesting insight into how it can work. But I think that the relay that we did to finish up the session tonight was really encouraging, and I think that we'll come back tomorrow even stronger.